A stabbing in Clinton forced several schools into lockdown. How parents describe that alarming situation.
And neighbors on the Iowa side of the river are still dealing with the effects of flooding. How they're coping as the area becomes eligible for disaster relief.
Live from the Local 4 News Studios, this is Fox 18 News at 7 in high definition.
Good morning, everybody, on this Friday morning. I'm Anchor Terry.
And I'm Alexandria Ikomoni. Thanks for watching Fox 18 News at 7. A 17-year-old is in police custody after a stabbing yesterday in Clinton. He's charged with a misdemeanor assault with intent to inflict serious injury. It's this morning's top story.
Officers were called to a home on Lawndale Drive. Fox 18 News was first on the scene. Police initially acted on a report of gunshots. They notified 3 nearby schools, including an elementary school.
When officers arrived, a subject said that there were shots fired within the house. We conducted an investigation and determined it was a domestic situation inside the house.
Investigators say it turned out to be a stabbing. The victim was treated and released for minor injuries. Fox 18's Tahir Rahman tells us how parents reacted.
Clinton police were initially called to a report of shots fired here at this home behind me on Lawndale Avenue. Now, this is less than a mile away from Bluff Elementary School, and some parents there tell us that the proximity to their kids was frightening.
I was scared to death.
That was Mary Kaufman's reaction when she got a call from the Clinton School District this morning.
He's in 2nd grade, so he's little and it's scary.
Bluff Elementary was placed on a precautionary lockdown around 10:45.
There's a possible shooter by the high school, and the kids are just locked down.
Amberly King says things seemed hectic as she was trying to figure out what was happening.
We got like a total of 7 different calls, and then we had another phone call saying that there was other schools on lockdown as well.
King says there was a wave of relief knowing the incident wasn't happening in the same building as her 5 kids.
In the beginning, I was like, oh no, what's going on and what was going to happen? But then after I found out it was for the community and not pointed right towards the schools, I felt better.
A relief shared by many others.
Thank God. I would hate to see any kids get hurt ever.
Kaufman says although this call turned out to be a false alarm, the situation still makes her uneasy.
You got to send your kids to school. They have to go. It's not a thing you can do without. They have to be taught, so just have to hope and pray they're all right. Just hope this stops soon. It would be nice to not have to worry about it anymore.
This scene is also across the street from Clinton Community College. A spokesperson there tells us that they advise students to stay away from campus for the time being. Classes resumed at noon. In Clinton, Tahir Rahman, Fox 18 News.
Investigators made an arrest in connection with a deadly accident that killed an Illinois state trooper last month. They picked up 55-year-old Craig Dittmar for reckless homicide. Prosecutors say he was tired when his semi slammed into a tractor trailer on the side of the road. Trooper Brooke Jones Story's squad car was pulled over in Freeport, and that's just west of Rockford, and she was inspecting another car when she got hit.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds issues a disaster declaration for Scott and Louisa counties. That's in response to the continuing flooding that began almost a month ago. The proclamation lets people apply for state or federal assistance. More than half of Iowa's 99 counties are now eligible for disaster relief funding.
And with the Mississippi River already still higher than 20 feet in the Quad Cities, the cleanup process is on hold.
And that has some people in Bettendorf and Pleasant Valley saying relief is still weeks away. Fox 18's Grace Runkle reports how they're coping.
The Mississippi River is going down, but life is still not back to normal here for the residents on East Harbor Drive. This is the only house you can access by car, so neighbors are having to get creative to keep themselves and their homes dry. Pleasant Harbor resident Norm Markov says he's a lucky guy. His house is dry.
I have 4 pumps that go off about every 12 to 15 seconds. Without these pumps, I have a walkout, so we would be in a mess.
And the water on his street is shallow enough that he can drive his golf cart home.
See these markers? When the water crests, they put these in, so it was boom, boom, boom.
Even when the river was at its highest, Markov and his neighbors could still get to their homes on foot.
We have a path that goes all the way through the backyards, and we can get all the way up to the end of the road.
But downriver, Craig Winters still isn't that lucky.
Right now you just boat in and out, and it's a pain, but we do what we do.
He says there are about 30 homes on Spencer Road, and everyone relies on boats tied up to this fence to finish their commute home.
Everybody started tying their boats to it, like, thanks for the little staples here.
Winter's garage and basement are filled with floodwater.
I don't know what's going on down there. You know, you hear stuff falling all the time, but what do you do?
But after nearly 20 years along the river, he isn't planning on leaving. Neither is Markov.
No, it's worth it.
At this point on the Mississippi River, it's still in major flood stage, and the residents we spoke to say it's still going to be a couple weeks, they think, before things start to dry out. In Bettendorf, Grace Runkle, Fox 18 News.
And the Scott County Emergency Management Agency will be working with the Red Cross to give out bottled water to residents that are being affected by the flood. Residents who are currently impacted with the current flooding and don't have access to clean potable water are eligible for it. A potable water distribution point will be at the former Pleasant Valley Fire Station in Bettendorf.
Strong wind whipping around caused lots of damage around Iowa. Last night in Des Moines, a large tree was blown over onto a house, smashing a pickup truck in the driveway. A family of 5 was home at the time. Teenagers in the bedroom underneath that tree were not hurt. A neighbor said it sounded like a train wreck.
And switching gears, the Chicago area zoo is looking for a new home for one of their cutest animals. How adorable. The Brookfield Zoo showed off this adorable river otter pup yesterday. His mother rejected him shortly after he was born back in February, so the staff decided to raise him. Experts decided the best future for the pup is to go to another facility that has otters at the same age. How adorable is this cute little otter pup? Why aren't you with me? Oh, I think this is so adorable, and I'm happy he's going to be with people, or otters, excuse me, people.
Other people like him.
Other people.
No, I'm glad that it will be rescued and,
sure.
you know, put with like-minded otters.
Yes.
And that's all I have to say about it, really. As far as the looks, I'm just going to refrain.
He looks so oh my gosh, we're not doing this today. I think the otter looks super adorable, but I hope you are with me. Zane, you're filling in for Ash this morning, and I just hope that we are thinking the same thing here.
I'm just enjoying the tension between Mr. Anti-Otter over there. I like the otter. The otter's cute. I think he's cute. And I'm glad that he gets to be with the other otters his own age. So that's good.
Aww.
There, we're all happy. We've all established this.
Happy Friday.
There you go. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's a kind of a cool Friday. Not terrible, not too chilly, but not warm either. We got temperatures outside right now in the middle and upper 30s outside. So 38 degrees right now here in the Quad Cities. Eventually, we're going to warm up into the middle and upper 40s this afternoon. So not terribly too much of a warm up. And we won't really see a ton of sunshine either. A decent amount of cloud cover and a decent amount of wind. Another wind advisory again today. Sustained winds probably in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range this afternoon, gusting upwards of 45, maybe even 50 isolated mile per hour gusts later this afternoon. That starts this morning and then lasts until 8 o'clock tonight. Otherwise, we will be dry. The radar picture is pretty quiet, just a few clouds on the satellite there, and that's about all we're going to have to worry about on that side of things through the rest of today. So otherwise, temperatures rising up into the upper 40s this afternoon with partly sunny skies. Again, decent amount of a breeze with that advisory in effect. And then tonight we fall back down to around freezing. So a little bit on the chilly side, those winds going down, and skies will be clearing to lead into tonight and into tomorrow and your Saturday.
Okay, well, at least we...
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know...
Could be better, but it could be worse.
We wish it was a little warmer, but hey, as long as there's not any rain and the winds aren't as bad, those are good things.
We'll make it.
So we'll be fine. And we
be positive.
We haven't gotten to the wintry mix type part of the forecast yet. We'll have that coming up.
Okay, so
you don't want that.
I'm not complaining right now, but they're coming.
Go back to talking about the otters.
So cute.
And we're done. Thanks, Zane. Coming up, many people gathered to say goodbye to rapper Nipsey Hussle. What changes are coming to the intersection where he was killed?
And time now is 7:10.
You're watching Fox 18 News at 7.
Fox 18 News is live at 7 with Redrick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. You're watching Fox 18 News at 7 in high definition.